When I tell you about Malaysia, what comes to your mind? The towers of Kuala Lumpur or the wilderness of Borneo? But there's a hidden gem, a place barely anyone talks about, a place 130 million years old, older than the Amazon, older than humanity itself. This is a film about one of the oldest tropical rainforests in the world, and the people who still call it home. After a few days in the capital, we made our way to the Cameron Highlands, which is where this story begins.
Yup.
Hey buddy.
Hello.
I'm just getting attacked by the child mafia of Malaysia. Goodbye. No idea where this hike leads me, but right now I'm in the middle of a very local village, right at the side of the tea plantations. All kinds of animals running around, dogs, chickens, cats. That's where Google leads me. But the child is guarding the way, I think. I have no idea where the real hiking trail is. Because Google gives you a route and hello. In reality there's no route even there. So I turn around to find a different hike, right through the Cameron Valley tea plantations. I think at the end of this hike there's a pretty famous tea house, so I think I'm gonna just sit down there and rest and definitely have to drink a tea from here. So I got lucky and found a table right next to the valley view. That's awesome, I love it. That's good, so good. It felt so good to sit down and enjoy the views after already hiking for 8 kilometers. And the tea tasted like it was out of this world. In fact, I loved the tea so much that I wanted to learn more about the Malaysian heritage in tea production. And where else than with Malaysia's largest tea producer. But first, we stopped at one of the most mystical places I have ever been to. To get to the highest peak in the Cameron Highlands, you have to push past the manicured tea fields and enter what scientists call a montane cloud forest. This is such a nice viewpoint right here, but all you can see is nothing, because we're in the middle of the clouds. Up here at over 2000 meters, the temperature drops and the wind drives low clouds directly through the trees. Its name, Mossy Forest, comes from the constant extreme humidity that creates the perfect atmosphere for moss and exotic orchids to completely take over the landscape. It's a harsh, soaking wet environment for humans, but for this ecosystem, it's paradise. We just stopped at another really nice viewpoint, looking all down into the valley, this time without any clouds blocking the view. And all you can see is green tea plantations, as far as the eye can reach. If you're drinking tea in Malaysia, there's a good chance it came from exactly where I'm standing. This is the BOH Tea Plantation. Founded in 1929 during the British colonial era, BOH is the largest tea producer in the country, and they've spent nearly a century perfecting their craft across these endless geometric hills. So they had this little tea testing area with, I think, 5 different kinds of tea, like caramel, matcha, 2 sorts of iced tea, and another like coffee kind of tea. And the matcha tea was extremely nice, iced tea as well. I think I'm gonna try and find some bottles from the shop. We gotta go inside the factory to see exactly how a leaf becomes tea. After the harvest out on the field, the leaves are brought into the factory for a traditional 5-step process. First, they are withered to remove moisture, then rolled to break down the cell walls and release their natural juices. Next comes fermentation, where the leaves react with oxygen, which builds that signature flavor. Finally, they are dried with hot air to lock in the taste before sorting them by size and grade. It's a lot of work for a simple drink, but when you sit down after a long hike with a hot cup of local teh tarik, you realize exactly why they do it. So we finally made it to the rainforest. Our hotel here is right next to a small or fairly larger river that is crossing the rainforest. We'll see if we can explore the area a bit, find some tours for tomorrow to maybe even go on a boat ride along the river or go on a hike or see if we can visit the Orang Asli people. This is Kuala Tahan, a town sitting on the edge of the rainforest that acts like the last outpost of civilization. We spent the evening exploring the night market, trying every local dish we could find. We needed the energy because just across the river, waiting for us in the dark, was one of the oldest jungles on earth. They have so many different kind of foods. It's crazy, I've never seen anything like this in my life before. It's a little bit burnt, a little bit spicy. Maybe more than a little bit spicy, but tastes so good. So I think we just got a bunch of everything to try out some different kind of foods. I think it's the first time actually on this whole trip that we're gonna try out other foods and we'll see where it goes. I have no idea what I just bought. But it tastes like pea. It's a hard thing to say. I don't know what it is. Maybe someone of you knows, but it tastes like pea actually. Now, first thing I want to do is try the chicken sticks. I think she said it was a sweet chili chicken. Tastes normal, pretty good. Now let's try out the noodles. And they serve this just in this like paper bag. Not sure if you can see it. Tastes almost just like in Germany. If you go to a Chinese restaurant, order some noodles. Oh yeah, the noodles with the sweet chili sauce. Tastes so good. Good morning. We're now preparing to go on a 3-hour jungle trek through the rainforest, and we already prepared ourselves, got everything covered in mosquito spray so we don't get ripped apart. Unfortunately though, I got some of it on my lips and now it feels like I went to the dentist, got some anesthesia, but let's just hope it goes away soon. We were ready to finally step foot into the jungle, but before we even crossed the river, we were hit with a harsh reality check. The edge of Taman Negara is changing fast. All along the riverbank, heavy machinery is tearing up the dirt to build bigger, more comfortable facilities for tourists. Tourists exactly like us. It's the classic double-edged sword of ecotourism. To protect a place like this and fund its conservation, you need people to come see it. But to handle those crowds, you inevitably have to pave over a piece of it. Seeing excavators operating just meters away from a prehistoric ecosystem was hard to ignore. But eager to leave the noise behind, we boarded the longboat, crossed the river, and left the modern world behind. And off we go into the jungle.
Welcome to my office. Today, total for the distance, less than 5 kilometers. Yeah, around 2 hours maybe. Maybe we go by this way to the waterfall. Very far. 7 hours by walk.
Oh no,
we go by this way.
This is Taman Negara. Being over 130 million years old, it is one of the world's oldest tropical rainforests. Older than the Amazon and completely untouched by the Ice Age. It is incredibly dense and spans over 4,300 square kilometers, which is 7 times the size of Singapore or almost 75 times Manhattan. Here, you can also find the longest canopy walk in the world, spanning 530 meters across the jungle and unfortunately being closed for maintenance at the time. So we just left the stairs and going, as our guide told us, the nature path. This jungle is home to some of the rarest and most endangered wildlife on Earth. Somewhere out there are Malaysian tigers, although tragically there are less than 200 left in the country, as they are on the brink of extinction. What you will find, if you look close enough, is the stuff of nightmares. Like the local bird-eating spider. It's a highly venomous tarantula that literally hunts birds. So yeah, you definitely want to watch where you put your hands. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I'm sweating through my pants. Never seen this before. It's so warm. The steep incline we have to hike up. Oof, I'm sweating so much right now. Through my stuff, through my pants even. It's crazy. But we made it to the first viewpoint. Up here there's trees as far as the eye can see. And who knows what creatures are hiding within. Quick change of clothes before we're going to visit the Orang Asli village, because afterwards we're going rapid shooting, meaning we're gonna speed down the river, getting all red. So we're taking the swimsuit and then leaving the camera somewhere in the boat in a plastic bag so it's not gonna break and get wet. Visiting an indigenous tribe just at the edge of the rainforest was the highlight of this trip. They are the earliest inhabitants of the region, and their name, Orang Asli, translates to original people in Malay. The tribe we are visiting is part of the Batek community that still lives a nomadic hunter-gatherer lifestyle. According to our guide, scientists expect this to be their last generation living this traditionally, as there are only 2,000 to 3,000 of them left.
Because these people live everywhere.
So they move around this area?
Yes. They always move around.
Their knowledge of the jungle is incredible. They can identify medical plants, predict weather patterns, and navigate dense forests without modern tools. Many Batek communities continue their traditional lifestyle, though some engage in ecotourism by guiding visitors, demonstrating their survival skills, and selling handmade goods.
Yeah, only people live around here. They look modern because this place very close to the center, but they can get everything. But people live deep inside, no proper clothes. I mean, half naked, because they are far away. Some place you have to walk more than 2 days or 3 days to get there. Yeah, they are very far. You know, our government in Malaysia, yeah, they are care about the people, and then the government give them everything. Yeah, for example, a proper house, school, yeah, playground for kids. But
It doesn't work
yeah, they don't like.
because they want to stay in the forest.
Yeah, they said they are happy their own life. Yeah.
They have no written language, communicating purely through spoken word and symbols drawn on trees. And they don't practice any mainstream religion.
Once they go hunting, they cannot talk. So they use this to communicate their antra to blow.
When they hunt small animals living mostly above ground, they use this blowpipe with poisoned darts. A quite difficult skill to learn.
How old are you now? You don't know. 24 behind. Alright. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't survive out here. So let's get back to civilization. And this time, not the boring way. What a crazy ride and adventure it was here. But before we leave onto our next destination, there's one more thing I have to do, and I'll show you in a second. So we're back at the hotel now, and I found this small old path leading down to the river. Now I'll try to find a way to jump into it, because That's one thing I was hoping to do here all along, swim right into the jungle. I think it can be hard because there's a lot of grass and roots and stuff like this here. Talked to our guide from earlier, he said there's nothing dangerous in here, so should be good. I think that's the bigger challenge than I thought. We're doing it. Just for security I left my flip-flops on, because I don't know what's down here. I'm in the water. I think, careful so I don't lose my flip-flops. I can feel some fishes around my feet. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's a little bit tingling. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this adventure, and if you did, subscribe to not miss any future episodes, because this is only part 2 of our Southeast Asia journey. Next one, we're going to Vietnam motorbiking through the north of the country, and also check out the last one from Sri Lanka, backpacking 10 days through the country just to get one shot. If you want, you can check it out here, and yeah, see you in the next one. Now I have to get out of here somehow without all of this stuff around my feet. Ow. Ow. Whew, made it.